Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. The three great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile are hard work, stick-to-itiveness, and common sense. I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. The successful person has a habit of doing the things failures don't like to do. They don't like doing them either, necessarily. But their disliking is subordinated to the strength of their purpose. The value of an idea lies in the using of it. Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. I find out what the world needs. Then, I proceed to invent it. Results. Why, man, I have gotten a lot of results. I know several thousand things that won't work. There's a way to do it better, find it. Hell, there are no rules here, we're trying to accomplish something. I never did anything by accident. Nor did any of my inventions come by accident, they came by work. Just because something doesn't do what you planned it to do doesn't mean it's useless. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man, and I will show you a failure. I am not discouraged because every wrong attempt discarded is another step forward. To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. I start where the last man left off. I have friends in overalls whose friendship I would not swap for the favor of the kings of the world. The best thinking has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. I never allow myself to become discouraged under any circumstances. The successful person makes a habit of doing what the failing person doesn't like to do. I put my money on the sun and solar energy. What a source of power! I hope we don't have to wait until oil and coal run out before we tackle that. Nonviolence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages. What you are will show in what you do. The first requisite for success is the ability to apply your physical and mental energies to one problem incessantly without growing weary. The chief function of the body is to carry the brain around. Discontent is the first necessity of progress. The doctor of the future will give no medicine but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease. I never did anything worth doing by accident, nor did any of my inventions come indirectly through accident, except the phonograph. No, when I have fully decided that a result is worth getting, I go about it, and make trial after trial, until it comes. One might think that the money value of an invention constitutes its reward to the man who loves his work. But I continue to find my greatest pleasure, and so my reward, in the work that precedes what the world calls success. A good intention, with a bad approach, often leads to a poor result. If we all did the things we are capable of, we would astound ourselves. We don't know 1/1,000,000% about anything. Invention is not the product of logical thought, although the final product is tied to a logical structure. Many of life's failures are experienced by people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. I know several thousand things that won't work. What we all desire is progress. We want to go forward, not backward. We want to enlarge our field, not restrict it. Great ideas originate in the muscles. I never perfected an invention that I did not think about in terms of the service it might give others. I find out what the world needs, then I proceed to invent. Anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. Its sale is proof of utility, and utility is success. I failed my way to success. The best thinking has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. Just because something doesn't do what you planned it to do doesn't mean it's useless. The successful person makes a habit of doing what the failing person doesn't like to do. I know this world is ruled by infinite intelligence. Everything that surrounds us, everything that exists, proves that there are infinite laws behind it. There can be no denying this fact. If we all did the things we are really capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves.